Alright everyone, it is I, Schrodinger Jazzstar Valentine, and today we're gonna be playing some more Minecraft. Now, so what happened last time? Oh yeah, that's right. So there have been a bunch of new attacks, since the last time, and while we did somewhat, find out more about who's been... Hey Harry, how you doing? But yeah, though we did find out a little bit more about who's been paying for it, we still have no idea who they actually are. And I don't know, the whole thing is just getting more and more suspicious, and thanks. Yeah, just more and more questions by the day. So now the big questions are, who do we trust? Who's telling the truth? And who's pulling the strings behind all these events? Because it is very clear that it is someone from this server. But as for who, we do not know yet. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's actually do this here. Honestly, right now, I have no idea. We know it's not Errol, because Errol's deal we sorted out last time. But as for who XYZ is, currently I really don't have any ideas. But I am proud to announce that I did do a little upgrade with Vixen recently for pre-records. That being, I actually installed a second hard drive. An old Western Digital 2TB SATA drive that I just had lying about from an old computer that I unfortunately had to dismantle. There was a problem with its motherboard. More specifically, the fact that the processor that came with the motherboard was utter dog crap. It was a Sempron, and Sempron is just terrible, terrible CPU. So glad they're gone. Wait. Oh. Is it just a cloud, though? Yeah, it is. You know what I love about this laptop? Yeah, the railroad. Yeah, it is pretty cool. But you know what I love? Hang on. Alright. Is that apparently there's a charging issue where it will not fully charge unless one, it's powered on, and two, you are actively using it. Alright, there we go. That way we can watch it charge. Hopefully it will actually recharge, though. Okay. We're back. Aw, thanks. I know. But yeah, Vixen has some new upgrades now, and I'm really gonna be focusing on pre-records for now on. Mainly both because, you know, I'm starting to go into a busier time in my life, and number two, just because they're doing very well right now. Like, I want to say my pre-records get promoted way higher than literally everything else. Streams, we're still doing those. In fact, I actually do have one planned for Thursday that I do want to kind of talk about. Yeah, like, the pre-records have way higher staying power than the streams generally. Yeah, so in other words, yep. But yeah, I do have a stream planned for Thursday that I do kind of want to talk about. Anyone heard of... what does Build call it? Ina Dream Barbecue, that's right. Yeah. Anyone heard of Ina Dream Barbecue? We're doing pretty well. Yeah. Well, it's a very interesting game. Bill said it's good, so I'm checking it out. Is not a hentai game. I could safely reassure you of that. If it was, I would not even be planning to stream it. Yeah, but there are 5 things I do not stream. Well, 3 mainly. Ergay, anything having to do with Outlast, because Outlast reminds me a little too much of her, and of course, the third thing, anything from Activision for obvious reasons. Except for, you know, Raven Software. They're a unique exception here. Alright, nothing so far. Hey Kai, how you doing, hun? I don't know, this might finally be a peaceful day. Even though with the MVP Minecraft series, yeah, no way. What happened? Oh no. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Really sorry your uncle died, hun. That is just... Damn. Hi, thanks. Hell yeah. Also, I do want to talk a little bit about something else there too. So, Voxel has been working on a top secret project for me. A very top secret project that I will be revealing more about when I go over to the other computer. But let's just say, you won't have to stick with this Geekskateers PNG tuber for much longer. Voxel Usagi. Voxel because of Minecraft, and Usagi because he's a rabbit. He's exactly what he sounds like. A rabbit who loves Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft. He's a nice guy, though. One thing I will say is that his English is very broken, though. Sometimes, you know, I can understand him and vice versa, and other times we can barely understand each other. Like, it's been slowly improving, but, you know, there's still some issues. Yes. Yes. Voxel is part of the Discord. Rue's part of the Discord. Pretty much all players here, except for a few exceptions. Spilled Funk, because of... I don't really know what the deal is there. Deku for reasons I'd rather not disclose. Mainly for, you know, privacy's sake. Yeah. Again, she never really told me, so I was just making a guess. Damn it. You know what? Since things are a little slower today, maybe I should focus a bit on at least finishing the majority of Heaven's Pillar. Alright, there we go. But yeah, Voxel has been working on something very top secret for me. And again, not gonna spoil anything, just gonna say it's something related to avatars and all that. Oh, story mode? Played it once, and then never picked it up again. That's all I'm gonna say. It was okay. I honestly don't know what happened to it. Other than, you know, Telltale Games' bankruptcy. April 15th. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've known Furt for a very long time. Fun fact. I actually met him on a LobCorp stream. Way back at the beginning of 2024. And he quickly became a very big part of, of the crew, the team, everything else. Well, to me it is. Crap! What the fuck? How could I forget? Crap! So, FNAF team, I know you were not privy to this, but, Bert gave me a message one night, saying that I should prepare myself, because something big was gonna go down on the 15th. Oh. Oh, right. I really hope so too. I do not know what's gonna be here on the 15th. But 4 months ago. Okay, that's interesting. And that crosses out a lot of people too. Because we can safely cross out Spiltfunk. We can safely cross out Jaden, Kai, about half of the new cast. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of people we could cross off the list. But it can't be Rue. FNAF team would never try to set himself up like this. In fact, he's just as stumped as I am. So then who could it be? Who could it be? Yeah, Rue's nice. Like, she's just a very genuine person. Yeah, you subscribed way later. So it obviously ain't you, Harry. What are you doing? Nah, I'm just more cautious than anything else. Because I know our mystery man is paying you. I'm imagining you just scrolled through and just one day stumbled upon it. That's how most people found me. Ah! Well, once again, welcome. Okay, now my eyebrows are permanently fixed to the top of my head. Also, this is a question for people in the Discord, but have you looked at the art channel? Because if you have, well... let's just say I kinda got back on the lore grind with, you know, all the pre-records I'm doing and all that. Oh, right. But yeah. Let's just say pretty soon there will be a major piece of lore dropping. Probably in the Thursday stream. Oldest in the group? FNAF team never specifically stated his age, but he's around 18, I want to say. 19 maybe. Furret, I know from the way he acts and, you know, some of the things he says is quite a bit older than me. And I'm 22. Yep. And then Furret, one thing I will say is that Furret, just from the way he carries himself, you could tell he's a lot older than, many of us here. Yeah, that too. Kai is 20, I want to say? So Kai's 2 years younger than I am. Jaden is also around 20. Spilled Funk, he's a big mystery. We don't really know, like, Spill's age or anything. There we go. Trying to think of who else. Oh yeah, Voxel. Voxel's around, I want to say 26, 27 maybe? Gato, I never really asked. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. 24. Oh yeah, and then Maiden, the crazy chick. She's around 18. I don't really know what Mr. Spooky's age is. And Mr. Spooky is the other streamer who originally was actually from Voxel's neck of the woods in terms of, you know, stream teams and all that. So, in other words, out of all that, if I was a betting person, I don't really know who the oldest is, because there's some of them, like Furret, who we never really knew the age of. But honestly, I'm a Coca-Cola fan. It just tastes better. Also, they make some of my favorite drinks of all time. Hell yeah. I don't know. Because I'm an idiot. Did I ever drink Prime. Did I ever drink Prime? Thanks. I'll stay it. Yes, I did drink Prime. Yeah. Yes. They raised it to just. Yes, they lowered it all the way €0.50. No one's buying it over in Europe. No one is buying Prime over there. As for me, I tried Monster before. Damn good. Oh my god. Guys, I'm gonna just say it right now. At one point, Prime, I believe they still do make it, used to make these Prime energy drinks. Do they still do that? Yes, but Prime energy drinks are something that existed at one point. I don't know if they were discontinued or if they're still trying to trudge that out and see if they could get some success on it somehow. Yeah. Yes, Kai. On occasion, yes. Sure. Go on ahead. Yeah, I know. Yep. What's your request? Nah, the first review I'm planning is on the Minecraft movie, as is the most recent movie I've watched, and is still very much, fresh in my head. I don't know, I can show you the movie later tonight my way. Kai, do you want to do it out front in front of Heaven's Pillar? Or do you want to do it in Wall Street? But yeah, I could totally show you the movie my way, Harry. Yeah, we are. Answer, not here. I've only seen the old Beetlejuice. What a banger that was! Ah, one of the best movies of all time. Alright, let's do it in Wall Street. Also, my network is a little unstable today because there's been some crap going on today. Yeah, we had a tornado warning earlier today. That's not fun. Nothing was badly damaged to the point where networks are down, but I can tell some things were damaged. Yeah, I know. Is my father at home? Okay, that's kind of a weird question to ask. I think I'd prefer not to answer that. Sorry. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I just have a policy about generally avoiding bringing up my parents unless, you know, it directly affects the stream. I'm not allowed to lock it. Alright. There we go. Let there be light! I really need a drink. After stream, I'll get one. I'm starting to feel like I should really start making a dedicated rules segment to play when stream starts. Yeah, I sure do. Crazy Craft 2.2. Feed the Beast. Tekkit in all of its various incarnations. Minecraft back then was incredible. I have so many fond memories of Minecraft way back in the days of yore. I was always more of a PC gamer when it came to Minecraft. The only things I really played on Xbox 360 were occasional Batman games that my dad will let me play when Mom wasn't home, and me and my dad had a much healthier relationship. And you know, Lego games, pretty much. Yep. I also played Forza at one point, though I generally now play Asphalt Legends Unite on my desktop, as is one of the few games that my desktop can actually run without dying. Oh yeah. Yeah, those were amazing! Da, 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 da. Grand Theft Auto? Never. I have played BioShock, though. Which you can check out my BioShock streams. They're a lot more unhinged than most of my streams I do nowadays, though. Because it was the middle of, you know, that era. The era of her, when she was pretty much encouraging us to Halo. Have I ever played Halo? Holy! When Halo 3 came out, I wasn't old enough to play. This is awesome! Are those glow squid? Hell yeah! I'll admit the recent Modern Warfare 2 remaster was a bit of a banger, but the games after Modern Warfare 2 remaster, dog crap. Well, okay, not all of them, but hell yeah. Most of them are. Most of the Call of Duty games are crap now, but Call of Duty, more like Call of Duty, am I right? Ah! Well, honestly, but yeah, it's widely known that Call of Duty is just getting unbearable now. But in all honesty, what would I do if I met my favorite anime character? First, we'll have to figure out who my favorite anime character is. Actually, I do know. It sure is a girl! But she ain't a human girl is all I'm gonna say. She's a bunny! Cream from Eater Rangers. Which is not to be confused with Cream the Rabbit from Sonic the Hedgehog. Totally different Cream. Oh yeah. All my previous waifus. Where I even begin? Where do I even begin? Because I have had so many different ones that... Alright, making some bricks for the memorial. As for me... Oh, where do I begin? So really long time ago... It was Nurse Joy from Pokemon. Yeah, I know. Don't ask. Now my present day one. Then was Yoko from Gurren Lagann for a little while. And also a certain pink-haired cat girl. And now it's just Cream from Eater Rangers. Celebrity crush. Who's my celebrity crush? I have some weird celebrity crushes, so we don't talk about that. Yeah, I have some weird celebrity crushes, so we don't talk about that. At all. Sorry if I'm yawning a bit. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to feed my dog. Alright, I'm back. And honestly, it's not really my dog. Yeah, the ownership matter regarding Jive is his name is a little bit confusing. Yeah. So the dog is technically my mom's dog. He was actually a failed service dog. We were gonna, raise and then eventually... Oh. There we go. I already helped out. Don't worry, it's been taken care of. You're welcome. But yeah, the dog isn't even technically mine. It's my mom's dog, but because she's often busy with, various things, I take turns taking care of him with her. Especially because my dad cannot give two singular craps about him. Nickelodeon? That's a big part of my childhood. Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob. Oh my god. Where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? Ah, so good. And you know what? Nick's still more or less okay. Faring a lot better than Cartoon Network is right now. I will give him that much. Because Warner Bros. Is currently eyeing up what to do with Cartoon Network. But yeah, I have heard about that. The harassment, the toxic work environments, I've heard about all of it. How could I not? It was literally everywhere for a good couple months. You literally could not avoid it. Like, the latter half of 2023, all I could hear about was Dan Snyder, Nickelodeon, Dan Snyder, Nickelodeon. Yeah, it's awesome. Um, well, that depends. Because Fur and FNAF team, they're both European. Which is, they're a big common point. Also, they also love Minecraft, LobCorp, and a lot of other stuff. Me and Kai, well, aside from being, together, we like a lot of the same stuff too. We like streaming, we like, video games, we like the whole gambit. Yes, exactly. Those were both FNAF team's ideas. Yep. And Voxel. Honestly, Voxel has a lot more in common with Maiden. Or Terrible Things, or Hylia. Even though Hylia is not really in our server. And being really crazy and goofy and all that. That would be you, actually. And then there was another subscriber who joined, for a little while. Yeah. Alright. And then... Ow, I had to pop my... There we go. Then there are a few others that I do plan on bringing into the group. Yeah. She is huge into VR chat, huge into Warframe. She doesn't really play Minecraft all that much, though she does have an account. It's not very heavily used. Yeah. Exactly. Just a couple. Hopefully. And I'll have to, wait and see. Yeah, right here. Why are there so many goddamn... There we go. But yes, this is the place right here. I do think it should be, one of the fancier areas, because this is a memorial for a guy who literally got him into Minecraft. Tokyo Ghoul. How do I put this? Honestly, Tokyo Ghoul's kinda... I've seen far worse, but, I do understand why a lot of people don't like it. Is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, as FNAF team said, I understand totally the hate for the show. Like, they started with a really good first season, and then, oh my god, the rest. Let's see. The plot size. Maybe. Let's go big or go home. Oh. You know what? No. Let's not go big or go home. The Federation cannot afford the bigger plot size. I definitely think that he did a good job on the Minecraft movie. And I know that a lot of people will crucify me for saying this, but I definitely think he did a really good job. Alright, fine, I'll take out a loan. More money I can't pay back. But yeah, I think it's good. You know, like, I think that, you know, I love Minecraft, and I think they did a very good job with the movie. But yeah, Jack Black absolutely killed it with the movie. Lego Movie? Oh, now you're speaking my language! Honestly, I think that Chris Pratt was a perfect choice for Emmett. Alright, I'm here. Actually, who got into Minecraft? Well, who got me into Minecraft? My mom. Back when she at least pretended to care. Alright, I don't like talking about that. Again, I just generally just stay away from anything involving my parents on stream. my favorite music. Alright, Mir. Yeah, I just, generally speaking, there's a reason I stay away from my family and, you know, discussing my family on stream. There's just too much drama, and talking about it just, it gets me in a very negative headspace. Snoop Dogg? Yeah. He's good every now and then. Alright. Yeah, that one's good. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, do you like Cascada? Anyone here in chat, or in the server, or, you know, just here at all, like Cascada? Because, oh my god. Bad Boy? One of my favorite songs of all time. That'd be a no for me. I have a lot of... Well, we have a lot of newly made bricks. There we go. Yeah, but as I said, you know, do you like Cascada music by any chance, Harry? Cascada, wonderful musician. In fact, she was the person who I originally named the Stratocarrier after, which unfortunately that was canceled halfway through because of you-know-who slashing this series originally. Who dares bring up Nickelback in my chat? Who dares bring up Nickelback in my chat? Nah, it's fine. I was just joking with ya. But yeah, Nickelback. Ugh. I already made some stone bricks to help out, so we're gonna be supplying our own. Did you ever watch Nostalgia Critic by any chance? Guns N' Roses is pretty good. Who doesn't love Guns N' Roses? They're a lot of what they make is pretty phenomenal. Holds up very well. What the hell? The Federal Palace is straight up unsafe to be in now. Yeah, we're gonna have to check everything. I swear to God, if there's a bomb in the tower, I am going to freak out. Oh yeah. Nostalgia Critic was one of my faves growing up. Ow! What the hell was that for? Sorry. Thanks. FNAF team, be careful. Um, if you're wondering why I'm so wild-eyed and freaked out, like I've seen a ghost, it's because Furret planted a whole bunch of dispenser traps everywhere. I'm already panicked thinking that it's gonna be even worse. Yep. Yeah. Among other things. Alright, now we have to exchange all this. UE Lowe's back axe, UE sword, and of course, there we go. All right. I'm hurrying. There we go. Yeah, I don't really use playlists, but now I'm gonna really, Alright, dropping all uniforms. There we go. But yeah, I will make a playlist later tonight while I'm working on the pre-record and all that. And getting everything set up for tomorrow. Well, no, for Thursday's stream. School of Rock and School of Work? What? No, School of Rock! But I know what you meant. I sometimes do have, over-the-top reactions for joke's sake. There we go. That noise. Did anyone else hear that right behind me? Hey, Bad Wars Unpro, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I think I was aware of that at one point, yes. Yes, Bad Wars, I don't really know who you are. But why are you asking me to test something? What do you want to test? Loaf boat? What the hell's that? Lifeboat. Oh, it's a server? Yeah, I'm sorry. I do not go to public servers on Minecraft. Or in any game, really. Especially not on stream. Okay, I do go to public Roblox servers, but that's different. Yeah. And also I have a lot of security procedures that prevent me from joining random pubs. I do not know what the hell that guy was on about. There we go. Had to reseat Vixen's Wi-Fi card. Yes, I have to do that even on these streams because her central processing unit has developed this quirk where it just stops connecting and detecting the Wi-Fi card. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that guy. That guy was just... Alright. So far so good. And yeah, I think it was a random 2. I've not detected any more traps in the Federal Palace. Hang on. I just realized something. Yes, indeed. I denounce sub-begging most of the time. But hey, that's just a personal preference of mine. But I could have sworn I've gotten a similar message about Lifeboat in a few streams ago too. Alright. Okay, we're good. It was just a one-time thing. have yet. Or rather, who's paying Furret, because Furret is acting as, you know, the middleman. He's doing all the work. But he's doing it because somebody's paying him to. So the big question is, who's paying him? I don't think it is. Well, I think it is somebody we know. Because how else would they be able to access the server? I mean, this is literally a LAN party. Not even technically a server. Yeah, Rue's too nice. Jaden joined too late. Spilled Funk is Spilled Funk. Oh. We're good. But yeah. I did find one of the traps, but I did disarm it. Yeah, she could be feisty when she wants to be, is all I'm gonna say. Because when you get her to anger level 9, God rest her soul, is all I'm gonna say. I mean, she can have a temper on her when she wants to, you know? Yeah, until she's not. I'm generally the angriest, but, you know, I'm working on... Someone is in here with us. I don't think they are anymore. Spillbunk, I don't think it's him because build hardly ever comes onto the server. Ow, what was that? You can't hear me? Maddie, it can't be him. He hasn't really been on in a long time. What are you doing? Oh. Yeah? Okay. I can't take it off. God damn it! Oh, Geeksketeers? Nah, they're all gone. Please don't tell me I'm stuck like this permanently. Okay, and what do I type in? Oh. Oh! There we go. See, I always overthink things. I always think it's going to be some complicated multi-step process for everything, because that's the way my mind works. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Nah, you're not the lone single. I'm not... Actually, I think that Voxel does have someone. Yeah, no, he does have someone. Honestly, on second thought, Harry, you might well be the only single. Yeah. At least as far as I know. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Yes, FNAF team. Alright. Take the map. Take the map. Still do. Still do, more or less. Alright. So, who's taking the lower floors and who's taking the upper? Ow! Alright. And I'll take mine. First stop, Superstore. always see crap. Okay, nothing. Again, just a bunch of construction equipment and not a whole hell of aisles. Well, at least all of them are clear of explosives, but... Ow. Yeah. Don't worry, it will be sufficiently lit once it's finished. Which will be a very long time at this rate. There we go. One more skeleton dead. Yeah. No. No, I got multiple backups of this one on multiple different devices, so we will not have to do that. If something happens to Phoenix, then a copy of that data, of Phoenix's data, is backed up onto an external hard drive, onto Vixen, of all things, and onto several other computers. Well, what little computers I have that actually function nowadays. Whenever I do something, I have 1,000 contingencies. Yeah, that's what we should honestly have done from the very beginning. FNAF team? Is that you? I heard someone's footsteps. I don't know. Factory 17 tends to drive people insane after a little while. Maybe I just stayed in there for a little too long. The first episode is... FNAF team is sure as hell there. Rue is sure as hell there. Jaden isn't. This was also before Furret joined, because Furret joined in December. Rex was there too. As was, I think, Crimsico Dragon. Back when I used to do stuff with him. Which, guys, they're... But yeah. Okay, so number one priority after this is done. Well, I got to work on Minecraft movie, and then... Actually, no. Create the Minecraft series playlist first, then work on the Minecraft movie review. Currently working on laying this crap up right now. There we go. Yeah. It's kind of meant to resemble Orcus Tower in the Trails games, if you know anything about what those are. Yeah. Trails to Azure's Orcus Tower is actually largely what I base this off of, just, you know, a crappier version. I'll explain each of the buildings to you. This is the old Yosuba offices that is now shuttered up and abandoned because they moved everything to Heaven's Pillar. I believe they still use this for storage, though. This is the factory where we make all our stuff. This is the checkpoint operator. You have to check their papers, make sure they line up, and then let them in. Glory to Lubelia. And then here you have the command center, which, or rather the commander's quarters. And some staff beds. Yeah, I know. You can pretty much tell what game I was referencing, though, right? There's Jane's room. This was originally gonna be staff beds for maids and stuff, but the FNAF team took that over. Vault. The Federal Treasury was not rebuilt as... Oh, come on. You never heard of Papers, Please? Please don't tell me you have never heard of Papers, Please. VR chat, I literally played the other day. But wait, you're telling me you have never heard of Papers, Please? Ever in your life? Alright. Well, honestly, just watch my VOD on Papers, Please, and you'll understand. Just skip the initial hour and go right to the Papers, Please crap, because the initial hour is me playing a game known as 12 Minutes, which is just a dreadful, dreadful game. Nah, I don't mean to. I'm just more shocked and confused than anything. But nah, I don't mean to make you feel bad. I appreciate your company. Who are my emo friends? Who are my emo friends? So let's see here. There's Hylia is a good one. Terrible Things is not emo. There's also, let's see, Artsor, but she doesn't like me very much anymore. I wouldn't call Aliquim emo. I wouldn't call well, okay, Mr. Spooky is a little emo, but just a little bit. And I think that's pretty much it. Um, didn't I date emo chick once? My current girlfriend, Jaden, I'd consider her more half emo. As for full-on emo, I'd consider... I'd consider her to be the last full-on emo one. You know who I mean by her, of course. Yeah. You better not. Alright. What am I doing for Easter? Mainly gonna hang out with the family. Only because they forced me to. Honestly, if I could, I would avoid hanging out with those ones. As much as humanly possible. And those ones are, of course, my IRL parents. I'm not really interested in Grand Theft Auto all that much. Not quite my style. And honestly, I can't afford it. I don't know, I might get into GTA a little bit. Yeah. Mean by what? Hang on, sorry, I was not very focused. What I mean is, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna, try to partake in it. Try to perhaps get involved in it. That kind of getting into it. Alright. Yeah. Right now, I don't know, I might work some on the memorial. I was just checking. See if anyone was online. Yeah. I guess I'll just build the outline. Yeah, I know. There. Sorry. Yes. Stretch a little. Yeah, I literally am running on, as I said before, 10 hours of sleep. Well, no, 2 hours of sleep. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Had to check something. Yeah, the servers are working for us right now. Yeah, but the servers are working for us thus far. Also, you can already tell that this is really turning out to be something. For it. Alright. I'm so used to teleporting myself. But yes, I have had a MacBook before, if you really are interested. It's a pretty decent machine. Not bad by any means. I also had Alienware. I don't talk about that Alienware. It was terrible. IdeaPad L340. That one got liquid spilled all over it just recently, and got killed. Alright. Alright, I sent you to... Alright. Go on ahead. Holy! Now this is insane. Alright. Fern? Stanley? Look at that fern over there. It'll be significant to the plot later. Well? Fern, please? FERN. How's it feel to finally be part of the team? Alright, thanks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That tasted so good. Hell yeah. Alright. Ooh, damn! That sounds looks pretty good. So I don't think we really need to introduce, the lore of the world and all that to you, because I think we already done that well enough last time. By the way, Harry Potter is... Are you playing on PC, Harry? Alright. Alright, let's see what you write. Had to stretch a little bit. There we go. right. He just wrote his name. Okay. Well, glad to have you aboard, Harry. There we go. Yeah, exactly. There we go. And stretch a little. Also, sign this for me. Just write "son" to me personally. What does the book he gave you say, FNAF team? Or you can join the Federation if you want, Harry. Though, I don't know, it's up to you. Thanks. There we go. Wait. Alright. I'm gonna teleport you all the way down here. I killed them all, don't worry. Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. Feels good to finally be standing in it, huh? Yeah, of course. Just don't touch anything. welcome. Also, hey Vicky, how you doing? Vicky, are you new to the channel? Or have you been here before? Alright, so where do we begin, Harry? Oh. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I always love when I can come back here. Reminisce on the glorious, not so glorious, and kinda mixed past. Yep. 4-star general. I can't even say the name. She has, of course, been, well, replaced by Addie. God damn it, I think that Kai crashed out, and now I have to completely reboot the servers. That is... really wonderful. There we go. You alright there? Oh, you're good. Yes, FNAF team. Oh? Mind reading what it says? Nav team, have you ever noticed small valuables suddenly disappearing from chests? No armor or equipment, nothing big like that. If yes, then let me tell you. The same thing has been happening to Val too. I know where some of your stuff is, and it's none of your business. Make sure to share your valuables among citizens. It must be hard to keep track of that pile of cruisers you're sitting on. Yes, no matter how much you lose, you can just print new ones. See where that gets you. I know your history. One of my favorite parts is the story of King Louis XVI. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know, the whole thing's suspicious. Honestly, I think that there's just more questions than answers at this rate. Yep. Alright, I'll give you back the book. Chicken Jockey! Ow! Alright. So in other words, no more contracts. Good. So we don't have to worry about Furret anymore. In other words, if Furret drops all the jobs, we don't have to worry anymore. Yep. Hi, best friend. Yeah. In other words, we don't have to worry about this anymore. indeed. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna begin to wrap it up in a little bit. I got a lot of crap to work on. Both pre-record and otherwise. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this stream. So it seems like the XYZ crisis was averted. Not only did Furret, completely drop any and all jobs from XYZ, but also, FNAF team pretty much brought the hammer down and said, hey, you can't do this anymore. So, in other words, it seems they're defeated. But, only time will tell. And also, we finally got Harry Potter onto the server. And of course, also started on the memorial for Kai's uncle, which, that was... Rest in peace, man. So, what will we be doing on Thursday? Well, actually, what we'll be doing on Thursday is quite simple. I'm gonna be playing through a game known as, Ina's, barbecue. Yeah, Ina's Dream Barbecue, that's right. And, yeah, as Bill Funk said, it's a really interesting game. I don't know, beyond what he told me, which I'll of course get into there, I don't really know too much beyond that. My knowledge is pretty limited as far as all that's concerned. However, I will try my best, with what limited knowledge I have, and hey, we'll work from there. And then we'll return to Minecraft on Fridays. And of course, I also have to work on, the new big reveal as well. There's gonna be a lot of different things I'm gonna be working on over the next week or so. It's gonna be very crazy week for me, but hey, I'm used to it by now. So, thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have a day, night, week, whatever. And I will see you all on Thursday for Ina's Dream Barbecue. So yeah, good night everyone. Stay classy everyone, and good night. And I will see you all on Thursday for Ina's Dream Barbecue. So yeah, see you there everyone.